Hi, how y'all doing? It's December the 18th, 2025. Here in Ontario, Canada. Sky's cloud covered. Gray and white clouds. It's mild. 0, but it's windy. Slept pretty good or didn't sleep very good last night. Took me a while to get to sleep. Woke up several times. Dreamt all night. Same crap, right? So yeah, woke up at a little bit late. A quarter after 7. Alright, I started my day. My shoulders and neck are still very tense. Now I'm having, now my tailbone's starting to be icky too, right? So, yeah, it's the pressure. The Schuman was 25 yesterday. When I woke up in the rise, it wasn't sunrise yet. The sun hadn't rose, right? And I noticed, I seen my friend taking one of her canines for a walk. It was about a quarter after 7. The sun wasn't due to rise until 7:45, right? And all of a sudden, I watched it, look at the clouds, up at the sky. It was clouded, and two very bright golden lights behind the clouds, kind of looked like it would be the sun behind the clouds, moved from south to east, right? And it amazed me. I was like, that's not the sun. What is that? The sun's not even up. That's not breaks in clouds or anything, right? And then the sun rose when it was forecasted to. So, and it was a very vibrant kind of reddish orange until it got higher in the sky. I thought that was very curious, right? So, something was up there. Maybe a dragon, maybe a couple. Who knows, right? Um, I wrote down a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Oh, I have an answer for why there's no trolls. I'm thinking it's a guesstimate, right? Because I didn't buy any subscribers. That's why I don't have 1,000 plus 90. What? You know what I mean? I've been doing this organic from the beginning, where a lot of people that have a lot of followers or just, a couple thousand, usually bought the first 500 or 1,000. That's why they complain about trolls. It's the bots, right? Trolling them. Well, that could be a reason for it, right? So weird, eh? I was listening to 432 today, and he was talking about the Dragon Slayer, this mythology, or Cadmus, right? I think it's Greek. You know what I mean? They call him the Dragon Slayer. But he lines it up with receipts from news clipping and video. He researches it first, right? Breaks it down to its etymology. And then it's cadmium. It's a chemical, right? And it reduces sulfur. And in the 60s, 1960s and 70s, they sprayed an entire area in the United States where it was predominantly heavily melanated people, right? That was 33 high rise apartment buildings, right? That was their area. And sprayed them, right? And it made the people sick. They were complaining about headaches, nausea, all kinds of stuff. They said it stuck to their skin when they walked through it, right? And it would burn. And that comes out years later. The army um, comes out saying that yes, they were spraying that area, that place with cadmium, right? But they wouldn't admit to enliven them, right? Because it was a carcinogenic. It's used in sulfur. Cadmium is used to reduce the sulfur, right? So they were killing the dragons, attempting to kill the dragons to keep them asleep. Maybe those people were waking up because we've all been under the slumber, you know? And then they started using them with batteries and stuff like that. And there's been no research on how that affects us using them in our devices, right? And they're trying to keep the dragons asleep. That's what Cadmus did in mythic or in Greek lore, right? Greek mythology. But we know now that mythology and lore is the truth, and their history is the lies, right? So the more you deplete the sulfite out of the people, the quicker they die, right? And they can't turn into a dragon. The one that with a deadly glance that can see through anything, see through anybody. You can't lie to a dragon. It sees everything, right? So that even substantiates that dragons are real, right? So, yeah, different, these melanated people were the dragons, had the dragon energy. I don't know, something like that, right? Very interesting. I was talking to my friend Toss yesterday about useful and useless people. I said, you want to have useful people around. You don't want to have useless people around. Like, useless people are drug addicts, people that are addicted and stuff like that, right? Like, that's why I wouldn't allow them to come crash in my house, because they're useless. They can't do anything, right? They can't even look after themselves. So why would you want somebody that has no use around, right? She gets it. So does my son. I said, it's good to be useful, right? If somebody used you, that's a good sign you were useful. You know what I mean? And they got it. They understand. I sent my friend over to the store for me, give her a little delivery job, right? Pick up a couple things for me. It's nice out there, other than the wind kind of thing, because it's mild. But I get still too much tension as the days progressing. Started to get a lot of tension here, right, and there. So yeah, I just don't feel like it. I have to go out next week anyways to get stuff for my dinner for me and Tass and my oldest son, right? So yeah, pick up my turkey, stuff like that. I'm just not feeling it, right? Just not feeling like going out. Oh well, I get stubborn sometimes. Or it could be my intuition saying, nah, just stay at home. Who knows, right? Through the closest 3-1 Atlas gets to us is tomorrow, 3-eye Atlas, right? So, and I think that's the new moon. So, new intentions, right? New beginnings. All right. I see my friend coming, so I gotta say bye. I love you all's consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Keep your vibe high. Bye.